between 25 to 35-year age overthink? Do you also overthink? Do you overthink a lot about your goals, about your future, about your past? If yes, then this video is going to be very, very helpful for you to stop the overthinking. Hi there, everybody. This is Neha Bhatia. Welcome to this channel and welcome to this space today. Today, I'm here to share with you how you can stop the overthinking. But before that, I really want to know from you, do you overthink? Do you think a lot during the day? Do you do a lot of daydreaming? And are there some thoughts very common? Are there some emotions very common in you that's coming again and again? If yes, please write down in the comment box that yes, I overthink. All right, so let's begin. Well, just in case if you don't know about me, I'm an NLP trainer and a communication specialist, and we help people with their state of mind and reprogram their subconscious mind with NLP and meditation, and of course, change their quality of life. All right, so when it comes to overthinking, I want you to know that, during the entire day, in the 24 hours, we have on an average 60,000 thoughts. Yes, a human being experiences 60,000 thoughts in a day. Now, if you're somebody who is experiencing more than 60,000, 70, 80,000, which means that your mind is running really, really fast. It's running very fast. So if it is running very fast, you will definitely not be able to catch the thought, the good thoughts that can also help you. It could be good thoughts, it could be negative thoughts as well. So here's the thing. When it comes to overthinking, the thing is that you need to understand that your mind is running, but your body is not, or your body is also running but there's no alignment of the mind and body. So how to actually stop that overthinking? See, even before I tell you the first point, I really want you to know that what can happen in a good way if you start to just work on your thoughts and reduce it slowly and gradually, or just stop the overthinking. What could be the benefits in the next couple of days, months, years to come? Okay, for example, let's say you have a lot of thoughts going on in your mind, and if you start to reduce it, or if you start to just manage it in such a way, or remove all that clutter, right? Think about it for a moment. How is it going to better your sleep? I'm sure if you're having lots of thoughts, you're not able to sleep well. Most of the cases, if you're having lots of thoughts, you're not able to take wise decisions. Why? Because there's already so much of confusion happening, right? If there is a lot of thoughts, there are lots of thoughts, then definitely you are unable to project yourself in the best way, the way you should be, either at work or at home, in your relationships. So, what exactly is it and how to stop overthinking? So, I want you to just remember this one example that I'm about to give to you is, have you must have gone for a movie, right? You go for movies, and movies in India especially are 2.5, 3 hours, right? So let's say if it's a 2 to 3 hour movie, and if you go for a movie and the movie never stops, what can happen? Think about it. What can happen if the movie never stops? You know, definitely your parents, they will be suing the company, right? They'll be suing the director. Why? Because they want the movie to end. And also in a movie, especially if it is less than 3 hours, then definitely, they give you an interval as well. Because if you get too much into it, you know how it happens in Netflix also, the kind of programs that we have on Netflix, that it makes you think so much. It has those emotional triggers, emotional stimulus, that you want to finish the entire, if I can say, the entire show, or 8 to 10 episodes, just in one day. Why? Because there's a lot of stimulus in those videos, right, or in those shows. So similarly, if let's say if you have heard of different kinds of movies that we used to have long back, for more than 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. In India, we used to have 4 hours movie as well, but they used to give us two breaks then. Why? What is the reason behind that? So that you can just absorb it and not get too much into it, because your mind, your subconscious mind, is going to kind of be so much into it that whatever you were experiencing during the movie, there's a huge chance that you might experience later as well. And they don't want that to happen, of course. But when it comes to Netflix, there are lots and lots of TV shows that you see, or the series that you see. It's just not good for yourself, right? So here's the thing. Now, this is the idea that you need to put in. If you're thinking constantly, you're basically creating a movie, okay? And if it is very long and there is no pattern interruption, or there is no break in between, or even if there is a break but the break is of again low state, then automatically what will happen is that you will again get into that trap, and it might go on for days and days and days, and it will result into some kind of body problem, some kind of palpitation, or it could also be something like, for example, just having that fear or anxiety, right? So how to stop it? First thing, note down what is your ANT and AER. So let me explain that to you. What is your automatic negative response or automatic negative thoughts? Okay, what are your automatic, whatever the situations are happening, is it because of a situation? People will discuss that in detail. But what is your automatic negative thought? Okay. Second is, what are your automatic negative thoughts? Second is, what are your automatic emotional responses? See, emotions and thoughts are very different, okay? They're not same at all. Emotion is something that you feel, it's feelings. This is what you feel. And the thoughts, the kind of statements that's running in your mind. It could be multiple statements, it could be different statements, it could be, it could be connected statements, it could be disconnected statements, and that's resulting into your emotions, right? So think about it. What is it? Write down on a piece of paper. What are these thoughts? What are these emotional responses? And then you need to see what are your automatic beliefs that's coming out of it. Okay. And if there are automatic beliefs, which probably there's a huge chance that, maybe, why nothing works in my life, or why this situation comes to me all the time, or it could be anything, but it will be a belief. It will not just be a statement. It will be one belief that you have been carrying for years and years. And the last is, what is your automatic behavior? What do you do after that automatically? Do you just lie down, watch Netflix, or do you just, go and speak to somebody about it? Or do you just, leave all your work and start to feel more miserable about yourself? So what are your automatic thoughts, responses, beliefs, and your behaviors? Okay. First thing first. Second thing, you need to really question yourself. You really need to question yourself. You're overthinking. Are these even real? Are these thoughts real that's coming? Think about it. Are these thoughts real? Or because you're thinking about it again and again, it's making you feel that it is real, but it's imaginary. All that you're thinking of the past is from the memory, and all that you're thinking of the future is an imagination, isn't it? So all these thoughts are not real. You need to really, at that moment, just stop yourself for a second and ask yourself, hey, is this real? And when you ask that, first thing that will happen is that there will be an interruption in that pattern. That, okay, she or he has tried to question this pattern or interrupt the pattern, right? So ask yourself this second thing in the second part: are all these real? Most of it would not be real, of course. And even if two, three are real, they're not completely real in a way that, yes, they are impacting you. Yes, something needs to be done. So let's say you say that, okay, five of them are real. Yes, that's happening in my life. That's why that's coming in my mind, right? So in that case, you need to really ask yourself, if, let's suppose, if that's a real thought, you think that it is happening, then you need to question yourself, what can I do about it right this moment to change it? Or what can I do about it to change it in next 24 hours? Let's say maybe you will not be ready enough to do something about it in immediately, but at least in 24 hours, what can I do about it? So this is the second point: are all these real? Because most of our feelings, our thoughts that keeps repeating, they are not real. Most of our life is anyway not real. It is more imaginary. Your losses, your difficulties, most of it is even your pain, your body pain, most of it is not real. Think about it. Let's say you have immense pain in your body, okay, and you go out and do something else. All of a sudden you change your mind, you shift your mind, and all of a sudden that pain goes. Pain doesn't go. Pain was probably there, or maybe pain wasn't there. Because you're focusing so much on it, the pain is increasing, right? So most of our feelings are not real. Please take that today, okay? The third thing is very, very important, for which probably you may want to stop the overthinking, is to find clarity. And that is one of the biggest things that may be missing in your life is clarity. But hey, I'm not asking you to find clarity of your life. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to find clarity of all this overthinking that's happening, right? Let's say it's been 5 days, you've been overthinking a lot. Is it at a particular time? Ask these questions to yourself, okay? To find the clarity. Is it at a particular time that these thoughts are coming? Specifically in the morning or specifically in the afternoon? Or, uh, where are you exactly? Is it at a particular place that these thoughts are coming? Okay? Or is it with a particular person or in a particular situation? I'll repeat that. What is the time when these thoughts are occurring more? Where are you at that time? And also, is it with a particular person or in a particular situation? See, with all this, will you be able to stop overthinking? Yes. You know why? Because now you're not thinking about it, you're not attached, you're actually putting everything on a piece of paper. Like, for example, if we, let's suppose when we go and be in the mountains or near the beaches, what happens is whatever we are thinking, sometimes we are so much in that present moment, we are looking at the ocean or we're looking at the ocean or the mountains or some beautiful scenery with being complete present. So what happens is that whatever you're thinking inside, this heavy mountain in your head will start to come on a piece of paper. And that's the time you'll start to have a little bit of a clarity. I'm not saying that all the answers you're going to get it immediately, but you will start to get a pathway and and a framework that, okay, at least a feeling will come, okay, this is not real. So this is one thought that you need to pick, and that thought you need to continue to say whenever these patterns are coming again and again. And that's one thought that I always use in my life, that I've learned from my master, from my teachers, that this too shall pass. Okay, because this is a situation going on in your life. Most of it is your created. The problem was this much, but you have thought about it so much, felt it so much that it is this much. So first thing first is that you need to say to yourself, this too shall pass. And another thing is that, this is temporary. This is temporary. Nothing is permanent. The problem happens in our life when we start to feel that every problem that's happening is never gonna go. And that's why we have fear, that's why we have anxiety, that's why we have breakdowns, because we start to believe that there is nothing after this. So last thing, just from my side, do it if you can. When you feel a little bit better after following all this, I want you to write down what is it that you want in the future. When all these times will finish, what is it that you really want? You might say that, Neha, but I don't have the clarity. Doesn't matter, write down that you want clarity. Just think about it. What is the lifestyle that you want to live? Just write down what is the lifestyle that you want to live. I'm not even asking you to the goals. I'm saying just write down what is the lifestyle that you want to live. Whenever I get stuck in my life, I just start to write down what is the lifestyle that I want to live. Immediately in 5 minutes, the whole state is changed, the whole scenario is changed, right? So do think about it. What is the lifestyle that you want to live? That should be the last question. And then maybe you can watch this video a couple of more times and then follow this process, and you will start to see that you are just making a fool of yourself, right? But having said that, there are times when people are going through a lot of depression and anxiety, and there is an issue that needs to be resolved. If yes, then definitely I would like to invite you to an alignment call, or probably come for our NLP training workshop. We help you become a trainer as well. You solve your problems, and at the same time you help solve other people's problems as well, because our problems are, we may feel that we have a lot of problems, but there are millions of people out there who has bigger problems than you, right? And probably you could be the one who could first solve your problem, and then could be a channel to solve other people's problems as well. So if you'd like to become an NLP trainer, and if you'd like to know more about it, how to just remove all these patterns, emotional responses, and take care of your state of mind, and literally liberate and free your mind with which you don't need in your mind, right? All the garbage, the clutter that you don't need in your mind. If you want to have that kind of power, then I would like to invite you to an alignment call. I'm going to put the information in the description box. Please do connect with me, and I'll be more than happy to take you further in this journey of alignment, and in this journey of attracting the kind of life that you want to live, you deserve, and you desire. Thank you so much. If you like this video and if you want somebody help if you want somebody to get helped, with especially with overthinking, then please do share this video with other people as well. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you in the next video very soon. Bye.